clothing, what school was like for them, and what their homes were like. We are going to popcorn read, meaning like you need to make sure that you're paying attention because I'm calling people randomly to read today. So we're going to read about what the clothing looked like, and then we're going to fill in our notes. Yes? Svante? Sorry? Just calling people randomly. Go ahead and hold your pencil in the air. Just so we're not tempted to touch it. Go ahead and sit that inside your desk. Looking for nice princeton posture. Your wrist and your elbows should be on the top of your desk, and you should be tracking your paper. This is how I know that you're paying close attention. And we'll be ready to read if I call on you. Let's start with Shirley's. Shirley's, make sure that you're reading loud and clear so all your teammates can hear you. The first section is, what did colonial people look like?
What did colonial people look like? When you look in the mirror, you see you. If you lived in colonial days, you would look the same as you do now. But you would wear your hair in a different way. And your clothes would be different too.
Ashley?
Even baby clothes were different then. Clothes in colonial days had different names. If a baby fell, he fell right on his pudding. Pudding was a soft pillow worn around the baby's middle to keep them from getting hurt.
Marcellus?
When boys and girls were 6 years old, they stopped wearing baby clothes. From that time on, they dressed like their mothers and fathers.
Where did people buy their clothes? Issa?
Most people in the colonial days did not buy their clothes any place. Most people made all of their own clothes.
Is it?
They planted flax to make linen thread. Linen thread. They raised sheep to get wool. Everybody in the family helped make the clothes.
Courage?
Grandmother's job was to card the wool. The children gathered flowers and berries and roots to make the dyes to color the yarn. People wore bright colored clothes in colonial days. Yellow, red, purple, blue.
Bashir?
Girls wore bright red coats and hoods. Boys wore
It should say gray.
gray-colored stocking caps.
Alright, so let's stop right there. So if next Tuesday you're expected to dress up in colonial attire, are you going to come to school in black? I mean, I'm sure they wore black, but it just said that most of their attire was brightly colored, right? Yellow, red, purple, blue. Turn the page. Sequoia.
Girls and boys went to the woods and brought home armfuls of goldenrod and birch bark to make yellow dye, pokeberry to make red, iris to make purple, logwood to make blue.
Amir.
The dye was gold with the biggest pot in the house. The children stirred the dye with the long stick so it wouldn't get clumpy. Girls and boys worked at the spinning wheel. Girls learned to spin when they were 6 years old. Young sisters helped too. They learned how to knit, and as soon as they could hold a pair of knitting needles.
Girls of four could not knit stocking caps. Boys and men did their share of work. Their job was to weave clothes on a loom. Then the women took the cloth and made clothes for the whole family. All the sewing was done by hand.
Paul, how did they wear their hair?
Girls kept their hair covered all the time, even in house. They wore hats and hoods or
Kerchiefs.
kerchiefs. Boys had long hair. When wigs came into style, most men, even some boys in big towns, wore them.
Kevin?
They wore wigs made of real hair and wigs made from the tails of cows. They wore horsehair wigs and goat hair wigs.
Jasmine?
They even wore wigs made of wire. Some men put white powder on their wigs.
Asian?
When a windy day, the powder blew away like snow.
Alright, so wait, before we flip it over, gentlemen, if we're expected to dress wait, he's in the back. Dave, wait for all your teammates' eyes. You want you? Amir, not Amir. Marcellus, he's this way.
You would have to wear a wig.
Let's say you don't have access to a wig. What are some other options you might be able to come up with, Sequoia?
You could ask your aunt.
You can maybe ask your aunt. Who else might you be able to ask for it? Maybe your grandmother wears a wig. Let's say no one has access to a wig. Okay, maybe hair off of a mop. But let's have real talk here, ladies. Let's think here. All of us don't wear our real hair. There's no response required, and you can nod if you know what I'm talking about. Let's help the gentlemen figure out some ways that if they don't have access to a wig, how might they be able to find some hair? Junior, we're thinking, not talking. Yashinique looks like she might be able to come up with a solution. Gentlemen, track Yashinique.
Jennifer probably could use weave.
Mr. Patterson, this is part of your grade. So if you come to school and you don't have long hair, but as it says the men did, then you got a problem. Because then during colonial times, I'm sorry, not Patterson, Junior. It's the expectation. Like, I wouldn't ask you to come to school dressed as if you were from the 80s and tell you to put on, like, the latest Jordans. Like, it just wouldn't go with the time period. So during colonial times, we just read that men had long hair, boys had long hair. Girls, what do you think you should be doing with your hair? Cynthia? Cover it up. Cover it up with what? What are some solutions to this problem, Hope?
Probably like a scarf or a
A scarf. I'm sure most of us wrap our hair up at night. It's the first time we'll be allowed to wear a scarf to school. Tamira. Okay, so that's not exactly the type of hat they were talking about. It kind of looks like, how many of you have seen, bandana? Girls, this is a girls conversation. A bandana, and you kind of like fold it in half, and then you just kind of tie it in the back, and it hang open in the back. That's kind of the type of hat that we're talking about. We're not talking about like a full on, like, cover your whole head and your neck and your everything. Mr. Patterson, please stop calling out. Janique? A hood? Maybe like a short hood. Issa?
When boys gotta wear weave, how you supposed to get the weave?
You work it out, buddy.
Yes, sir.
It says that sometimes they put white powder in it, so if you would like to go above and beyond, by all means go for it. Makai?
What would be the point of putting one powder in it?
I guess like it was fashionable. You know how like today boys wear, I don't know why they think this is fashionable, that whole mohawk thing? I think it is so 1980. As our like a couple years ago, cornrows for boys, braids, hated that when Iverson like had cornrows. It was just the style. It was just the style to have like white hair, a white long flowing locks last year.
So, since they have people with the guy with the hat, can you wear hats too?
What do you notice about the guy with the hat?
You still have to leave on.
He still has long hair. Any other questions, Amir?
So, like, with the wig, like, we don't have to wear it all day.
Aisha?
Because they said that girls wore like, they said like the girls, they wore like yellow, red, purple, yellow. So you can have something that's blue, but it has more than blue.
I mean, clearly this is not 1500, so like, we're gonna do the very best that we can. Are these clarifying questions, or these are more hypothetical questions, like what if? If they're what if questions, go ahead and put your hand down. If they're clarifying, because you're not clear about what boys were expected to wear, then your hands are still up. Yes, Andre, Williams.
First
right now you can find long, like stockings, not like pantyhose. Stockings like long socks. Today, like women wear them. Men might even wear them like dress socks that come up like to your knee, or what do they call them? Dress socks for men. Again, if I'm speaking, your hand is not down. If you're scared that you're going to lose your question here, you can jot it down in the paper. Otherwise, your hand is down. Because somebody's question might be your question. You're so busy focused on your question, you don't hear them ask the question, and that's when we have that repeat questions. I have time for 2 more questions, so we have to move on. Janique and Amir.
What if you don't have no dress pants? Can you like wear jeans or just wear the
No, because guess what? You're a woman and you're not wearing jeans or pants. Amir?